We are in the northwest corner of Connecticut again, trying to knock out a couple more parks that I have not visited. There's only a couple waterfalls left in this state that I have not seen, and one of them is Deans Ravine. So that is where we're starting today, and then we're going to make a full loop all the way back. But this first one should be good. It's definitely one I've been looking forward to for a long time. I think we are at the top of the waterfall. That looks like it just plummets. So there are two other cars parked here. We saw one older elderly couple just started right before us. But you know, based on the first part of the trail, you can tell that hasn't been well worn in a while. We definitely have to zigzag down there and come back up to actually get to the waterfall. It's going to be a steep way down, but with all the leaves down, we could see pretty much everything from up here. Not clear enough for a good photo or anything, but this used to actually be a part of the Appalachian Trail. I'm not entirely sure why it got cut out, but it is actually located a good distance from the modern trail. And like I said, it's clearly not well attended, because by the parking lot, which has room for about 5 cars, it is overgrown. Whew. That is not a bad waterfall. Now, I've seen photos of it when it's like running really good. This is like, I don't know, it's like a third or 50% how much water could really come down this thing, but it still looks really nice. It's definitely one of the bigger ones in Connecticut, and it's kind of a shame that they eliminated it from the Appalachian Trail, but that trail's long enough. It doesn't need to be any longer. But now we have to head back up and go to an even bigger waterfall. Might not look like much, but below this man-made dam is one of the biggest waterfalls in the entire state. We are at Great Falls, just north of Deans Ravine. Not too hard to find. We're going to head down to the part of the waterfall that isn't man-made. Finding an ideal spot to photograph this thing from has proven to be a bit of a challenge. There's a lot of no parking signs down here, and I went up and down the white trail. I think I found a spot. It's probably going to be the best it's going to get. Let's get back to it. We just arrived at the Beckley Iron State Park, and it is right there at the parking lot. This would have looked a little different back in the day, but it is looking very much in pristine condition. No doubt this has been restored. We've seen quite a few of these at this point actually, and they're all really cool. I mean, you could tell just by looking in here that all this brickwork looks brand spanking new. Pretty cool. Yeah, operated until about 1920, making it one of the last ones to shut down in the entire country. So this first pump here, this hydraulic pump, was used with the dam to provide air pressure or something to make the blast furnace work. But the second one, up on top of the hill, was actually discovered about 12 feet under the ground here and confirmed the rumors that there was a sawmill at the site. I guess it took a lot of work to actually confirm that that was the case, but there were a lot of rumors that there was a sawmill, and they were actually able to hunt down the old catalog from the company that produced it and gave them a whole bunch of information on how it was built, how it was supposed to be installed, things like that. Very, very interesting, and that company is actually still in business to this day. All right, nice tiny little state park. It definitely reminds us of the Roxbury Hill Mines. If you don't have the time for that bigger park, this is definitely a nice quick one to just buzz in, check things out, especially with kids, and then leave. And this giant hunk of iron, it's called a salamander. Apparently faults in the masonry would allow these to form inside of the furnace, and occasionally you'd have to pull them out with muscle power alone. I can't even imagine how much that thing weighs. Well, we are in Dennis Hill State Park doing the Gazebo loop to finish our day. Seems like it's gonna be pretty flat for the whole first part. Partially bouldery, gravelly, and very wet and muddy. Well, that's it for that trail. Really easy, quick little trail. It's like less than a mile to get up there and back. There's a full loop. There's nothing else really to see. We're now the only car in the parking lot. The parks in Connecticut pretty much all close at sunset. So with what little time we have left, I think we're just gonna quickly drive to the top and check out the other pavilion that's up there. Craziest part about this park is literally this road. It's a single lane and there's virtually nowhere to actually pull over to the side to allow another car to come up or down. I almost got run off the road by some kid earlier who just did not care. But yeah, 4 little parks. None of them have like crazy amazing hikes or anything, but they all have something awesome to see. The view at the top of this park, Dennis Hill, wasn't nearly as good as the Gazebo. So, you know, coming here, you have to do the Gazebo trail, and it's so short, there's just no reason not to. But another wonderful day in the northwest corner of Connecticut, which really is the most picturesque, non-shoreline part of the state.